is going on, you guys? You know, it's an awesome day, and I thought it brought up a awesome topic. A topic that a lot of riders talk about. A lot of new riders tend to get caught out with it very early on. And that is target fixation. You're probably thinking, what do I mean by target fixation? You know, you've probably heard of it. It's probably been used in motorcycle terms. More than likely, you've come across it somewhere along the way looking at motorcycle stuff. It will come up. Now, what target fixation is, it can happen in a car. It can happen pretty much with anything you do. You could be on a bicycle, a motorcycle. You could be walking down the street and, God forbid, you get target fixation. But what target fixation is say that sign on the side of the road, or there's a hazard on the side of the road, so you start looking at it. And without you really knowing it, subconsciously, your body is going to take you in that direction. You know, so especially if say you're coming into a corner, a lot of people get caught out with this. They come into a corner and there's gravel in the corner. So they tend to look right at the gravel. And they're not actually looking at where they're meant to be going. It's like, shit, man, there's a corner, oh crap, tree. What you want to do is, with target fixation, I tell a lot of people this, notice obviously that it's there. Like right here, you've got a hazard right there, down there. Like the road's all shit, it's all rough along there. Acknowledge that it's there, but keep looking at where you're going. Your peripheral vision will automatically take that over. Your peripheral vision steps in, and your body is an amazing thing, man. Like, hands down, it's fucking amazing, dude. It will automatically know that it's there, and you will just subconsciously know that you're going to miss it. If you stare at it, you're going to hit it. Now, on a motorcycle, in a car, or anything that where you're moving at speed, like those seconds that you're actually staring at that object on the road or that potential hazard, like so many meters can go past, obviously depending on what speed you're going. Before you know it, man, your life can flash before your eyes. You could go straight into an embankment, you could go straight into a car, you can miss a corner completely, not even realize the corner's coming, you could realize someone stopped, or you could actually hit the potential hazard that you were looking at. Now, target fixation, is it something to be worried about? Well, it is something to be worried about. It's something to obviously keep in the back of your mind. You know, that's something you want to do, is keep that in your mind. And even experienced riders, like when you become tired and fatigued, sometimes experienced riders suffer from target fixation. It's not necessarily because they're looking at a potential hazard or whatever, it's because you start getting in your own head and you start thinking about stuff and you're watching the world go by, but you're not really there. It's like you're on autopilot. So experienced riders do have the exact same issue, and they get target fixation. They're staring and they don't realise that this bend's come up. Like bends like this can catch you out. Like if you're actually riding along and you don't know that it's been dead straight for fucking Ks and you don't realise that there's a bend, that could fuck you up. Like it really could. Even doing little things as little as like head checks and stuff. That's a prime example of target fixation, or how much your bike can move in its lane when you're actually turning. So you got to try and get the skills to keep your bike stable and still be able to head check. It all comes with experience and just doing that, you know. But if you have gone down from target fixation or whatever, don't let it get you down, man. Like a lot of new riders that's it, they fall off the horse and that's it, I'm fucking done, I ain't doing this shit no more. That hurt like shit. A lot of the time, like I said in other videos, I ride dirt bikes, and I rode a lot of dirt bikes before I actually got onto the road bikes. So target fixation is like fucking massive on dirt bikes, man, massive, because you got potholes, you got just shit everywhere. So well, yeah, what I got taught very early on, especially with the dirt bikes and pit bikes and everything along those pit bikes especially, because they're such a small fucking wheel, man, like anything going to wheel ruts and shit on those. Is to trust your peripheral vision and just roll with your peripheral vision. You know, if you don't trust your peripheral vision, the chances are you're gonna hit that, or you're gonna come close. Now, not to say I haven't suffered from target fixation on the road. I have suffered from target fixation on the road. It was my fucking stupidity. I was actually looking at something on the side of the road as I was going past. I don't know what it was. It may have been an animal or something like that. And I've gone, oh shit, look at that, you know, and then all of a sudden there's a bend. And it was in split second. It was fucking split second. I was just cruising along like 80 Ks like what I'm doing now. It wasn't overly going quick or anything. But in that time, your whole world can change. Another time I had, this was one of the most scariest moments I have had on a motorcycle. I thought that shit, if I don't pull this off, I could potentially die. What happened was I was on a really, really sketch road, man, like super sketch road, and it was narrow, it had gravel, it was target fixation galore. But the thing is, I didn't get caught out by target fixation. What happened was I was coming into a corner. I was riding very tentatively as well because of the conditions of the road, and I just didn't trust it. So what I did is I actually went into the corner at a too high gear. So obviously, as I'm leaning through the corner, the bike's jumped gear or popped gear or thrown gear or whatever you want to class it as, and the bike fucking stood up mid-corner. The edge of the road here was a sheer fucking drop-off, man. It was a cliff. The other side was a wall. It was like carved into the side of a mountain. Like, it was a nice looking road, but I shit myself, man. Like, the bike sat straight up. I had no drive to pull myself through the corner, and I've gone, fuck, you know, that this is it, I'm fucking done. No, not really. This could potentially be a very, very hairy situation, you know, like, bike stood up, going straight for the drop-off. So initially, straight away, I thought, I've got to get out of this situation. I could have got stuck with target fixation. I could have got stuck staring at the drop-off, and I would have gone off the drop-off. Instead, I looked away. I trusted exactly what my bike was doing. I knew how much road I had, which wasn't fucking much. I might add that. It wasn't fucking much. I threw my leg off the inside of the bike to get it lean, and it's really hard to lean a bike with no fucking drive, man. And then just tapped it into any gear. I didn't give a fuck what gear it went into. I just tapped it down because I knew I needed a lower gear than what I was in, and I've obviously lost a lot more speed than what I was going. So I tapped it down a gear. I throttled on, looked to where I was going, and fucking went. Now, that could have been a moment where target fixation sets in. Target fixation can set in, also like freezing can set in when something like that happens. And you've got to like just look away and focus on your next move. Riding motorbikes is a lot about quick thinking as well as it is rider skill and everything else. Like, there's so many factors when you ride a bike, dude, like so many. A lot of people that don't ride don't understand everything that goes into it. When you drive a car, you just fucking sit there and it just goes down the road. Don't know why that guy was starting to come into the line. But that's pretty much target fixation, man. Like, it's nothing to really be full-on freaked out about. Just know that it can happen. It can happen to experienced riders, can happen to inexperienced. Normally the beginner riders witness it very early on. But once they do it, they can't explain it. They normally describe it as they froze and they were just staring at something and they couldn't take their gaze away and stuff like that, you know, and then they crashed. And that's target fixation. Anyway, guys, if you like the video, give it a huge thumbs up. Go ham on it. Smack that thumbs up button, yo. And if you have any questions about target fixation or any questions in general, shoot it down in that comment section. I'll try and get back to you. You know, I'll try and reply to as many comments as I can. And yeah, also, don't forget to join the ride, subscribe. I'll try and do a video every single week. That's my goal, just one video a week. So yeah, if you want to come along and join the ride, you can also check out other channels as well. I've got life channels and stuff. You can find that all down below. Look at that water, man. Look at the water, man. That's fucking awesome, dude. Can't look at it too much because that's target fixation. Till next time, guys. Peace.